Man, oh man, this is a sad day for me. After years, basically, of mining, it looks like it's time to retire some of this equipment. I'm getting it out of my garage and I'm gonna take it to my shop for further storage, but man, sad. Realistically, sad. Not only it's not sad. It's kind of depressing, is what it is. I invested so much time and money into all this, and now we're in the year 2026, and unfortunately, none of these machines are making any money. I mean, E9 Pro and S19J Pro and just a stack of machines. Some KDA machines, which some of you may know, some of you may not know. KDA went under. There's basically no way to make money on those machines anymore. So that was just a loss of thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, you would think that you could be right most of the time. Nope. I mean, it's lesson learned. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back into this, but it's just a end of an era for me, I guess. I mean, all this money, this is probably $100 grand worth of equipment sitting here that's worth nowhere near that today. I mean, it's a sad day, but it is what it is. I mean, unfortunately, just got to keep going. I do have machines still running, much better machines, you know, L7s, L9s, litecoin and dogecoin miners, but none of these. These were all turned off and all taken down from the farm that they're running at because they're just not profitable. I mean, hopefully maybe one day they'll be profitable and I can plug them back in and make some money back, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, probably ever. Especially now with some of these older machines. This technology, when it comes to like mining rigs and ASICs and stuff like that, that technology advances pretty quickly, just like graphics cards. And you know, a machine that was made 2-3 years ago, it ain't gonna be making any money anytime soon unless the prices are super high, and I don't see that happening anytime soon either. I mean, these are old L3 Plus machines. They were just making money last year, and these machines are 5-6 years old already, probably even older than that. They were still making money last year, but at some point, but they only ran for a very short amount of time. I used to use these to heat my garage. They're a very good source of heat, but they also burned a ton of electricity. So at the end of the day, especially with electricity being as expensive as it is today here in, especially in Illinois, it makes no sense to run any of this stuff. I mean, it's just like I said, it's the end of an era for me with this stuff. And my other stuff that I have running at the farm, I mean, it's running, but for how much longer? Probably not much longer. I'm either gonna have to sell the rest of that stuff off or just, you know, hope for the price to go up. I mean, if the price goes up 15-20% from what it is today in terms of Doge and Litecoin, the machines will become profitable again. But until then, I have them switched off and sitting at the farm before I make a decision on what to do with them. I'll give it a little bit of time still, but it's a sad day. A lot of money sitting here. A lot of money that has gone to waste at this point. I mean, that's the risk you take. Sometimes you take the risk, and the rewards don't work out. Sometimes you think you're gonna make a shit ton of money, and sometimes you will not make anything. You actually lose money. This to me is just a major loss of money here for me. I mean, like I said, thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment and not worth much today. I mean, worth something, but not worth as much as you would hope it would be worth. It's makes me want to cry. Joke, I'm not gonna cry. This is what it is. It was a project. It was a test. It was an adventure for sure. I learned a crap ton of stuff about this stuff. I mean, not only the machines and how they work, but electricity in general and rates and stuff. I'm actually trying to figure that out on a different project. One that I'll make a video on one day, trying to get a good electricity rate at a different location. If you had free power, then these machines would all make money. I mean, if you had power at, let's say, 1-2 cents per kilowatt, these would still make money. But nobody has power for 1-2 cents kilowatts. I mean, unless you have free energy somehow, or you have a large solar farm that has excess energy that's not being used, or just standing idle or whatever, which is very unlikely. If someone does have a standing idling, solar farm, let me know. I got machines to hook up. We can make some money, but you gotta let me know about that. But I highly doubt that. I've always thought about building a solar panel setup here at my own house and seeing how many machines I could run, but it's a lot. It's, again, more investment of more money into the investment that possibly may work out, possibly may not. I mean, realistically, if you build a solar farm, then you can use the energy for yourself at your house or your garage or whatever, which is a plus. But it just has to make sense financially to do so. And some endeavors are just not worth pursuing because they just will never make their money back. And that's how I feel about solar at the moment. I mean, hopefully that solar technology improves, and has been improving, and I think it'll get better. Then maybe I'll take that plunge. Or when SMRs are finally available to the public, which is going to be in 10 to 15 years, who knows? Small modular reactors, something that's going to be powering all the up-and-coming data centers, basically nuke power plants on wheels or in a container or whatever you want to call it. That is coming. That's already here, actually. There's prototype versions running in Washington, D.C. somewhere. Nobody really knows where. But basically, they're just power plants on wheels. And when that becomes available, which before it becomes available to the public, it's going to be in corporate hands. And they're going to first, use and abuse it, take all possible proceeds out of it, and then decide to hand it out to the public. When the public will already be basically too late to make that energy worthwhile to run this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It'll be worthwhile for customers in general, like people in general, but to make money on it, they're going to use every avenue they can so that they keep you from doing so. I mean, you have to be on it in to have that access. But regardless, I learned a lot. I learned what I should and shouldn't do. This was something I wanted to do, and I did, and I blew a ton of money on it, and now it's all just sitting here and getting moved out of this garage. There's plenty of work to do with this garage. We're going to be working on that. But this needs to get moved into a different location and wait, and basically pending what's going to happen in the future. If this stuff doesn't, if the prices don't improve, or there's no way to make money on these machines, then there are going to be heaps of scrap, recycle them for whatever materials are left in them, and get rid of whatever I can get rid of, and it is what it is. Maybe somebody wants to buy it as a package deal. A bunch of KDA miners, ETC miners, some Bitcoin miners, some LTC Doge miners. I mean, I still got a bit more of this stuff. This is not all of it. This is just a small portion of it. There's probably 20 machines here, 15, 20 machines. I probably have another 20 machines just like this, and then another 60 machines that are still running. So I had a pretty decent operation going, but it's just not making money anymore. Crypto, you win some, you lose some. That's how it is. On to the next project, I guess. Let's get this out of here and move on. Let's go.